everybody, I am here with Will Martin, the Director for Real Estate and Facilities for Health Management Systems.
Yep. Will,
thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. And so you've been at the conference a full day now. First question is, what's your major takeaway so far?
I like the conference from a networking standpoint, quite honestly. So I don't really come here to get some big aha moment. I mean, I know the industry, I know what I've been doing and kind of what my peers are doing. So honestly, I see the conference as a great way to catch up with people.
Yep.
And then in this case, to see what's out there technology-wise, or what's going on in the industry.
And Will and I were talking earlier, and one of the things you were kind of diving on detail on is your previous role was with Procter & Gamble. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was one of my previous companies I worked with.
One very large company with a lot of square footage and a lot of people, and now with your current role, it's a kind of more intimate or smaller portfolio?
Absolutely. It's a lot smaller, yeah. So, I learned with Procter & Gamble in that big kind of corporate environment, but and I've been in the what I call the in-house role, or working for the company and being outsourced. So I've experienced both sides of the business, and I think it's really helped me with perspective. But yeah, HMS is very much I would call it a medium-sized company at this point. It's a growing company. But it's great to be able to use those things I learned from the larger company in a company like HMS.
Yes, absolutely. And one of the things you were saying earlier that I loved was that, when you're at a large company like that, you need these huge, enormous IWMSs. Right. But when you go to a medium-sized business, all of a sudden, you may not need that. You may not need troves of data to sort through. And at the end of the day, you're really just looking to optimize your real estate and make sure your people are happy and productive.
Right, yeah, I'm focused on simple and effective.
Yeah.
And something people are actually going to use, right? I've been in the industry over 20 years, and even with Procter or other places, I've seen where people do stuff to do it, like assuming it's going to come up with a result, but they don't really go back and say, did we get what we wanted? So my big thing now is, if I have data, I want to make decisions with that data. I want the data to drive what I'm doing. And if it doesn't, then the data is useless.
So something that's actionable and meaningful.
Right.
That's great. That makes a lot of sense. And then, there's a lot of technologies that are being discussed here. So when you think about all the things out there, like space utilization, like wayfinding, like how do you leverage AI to manage this data? What are things that you see being valuable kind of to you and your role and your team?
Well, I think simple and easy to use is the most important, and it's really on both ends. It's not just about the customer, right? Because in some ways, as a leader, my team is affected by these too, right? And I don't want to roll out something that doesn't work for them and say, hey, use it anyway because it's good for the. So I'm honestly looking for something that's effective on both sides, for my team and for the client. Because really, if you think about it, they're the ones partnering to get stuff done every day. Like, I'm not in the weeds every day. So whatever it is that they communicate with, I'm looking for a tool that will help them communicate in a way that works for everybody.
Once again, that makes a lot of sense. Anything else you want to talk about, or get your message out?
No, I think that was great. And I'm excited about your guys' product because it fits that simple, usable, and interactive with systems I already have. So that's something I want to look at.
Great, excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time today. Appreciate it.
Good talking with you.